What the hell is wrong with my voice? I'm very frustrated. I feel worse today. I sound more like a man. It's not looking good for my evening activities tonight. Just trying to lift my spirits a bit with a walk in the park because it's a nice morning, and although I probably shouldn't be like getting cold, well, I'm not getting cold because I'm really wrapped up, but I just wanted to come and have a nice walk and just try and keep in a positive mental state about feeling crappy. And also the hardest thing is feeling crappy when you have so much to do and you can't really bail on it, because I've got as you know, my friend Laura staying with us, so I'm being hostess. We've got a jam-packed calendar full of events which I don't really feel like I should be cancelling on, and yeah, it's just a hard, it kind of worries me. I always get worried when, oh, look at that light, I always get worried when I know that there's like no exit route, but so that's why I'm here, just staying positive. You know, I'm not that ill, I'll be okay. Good morning. We are just having, well, I'm having my breakfast as per usual, and Laura's about to talk me through her latest project. Are you excited?
I have no makeup.
Can you tell it's cold? Look at us with our hats. Ciao! Beautiful day though. How nice is the weather? We're just admiring the bathrooms because we've just been doing the interiors for the new Seacrest bathroom, so we're like dying in here. Good afternoon. I am just jumping on to have a little chat. I thought I would do a video about how I've healed my liver, because it's something that I see so much with people in the 21st century, because okay, I'll start at the beginning. If you're struggling with symptoms on your skin like eczema, psoriasis, unexplained rashes, lumps, bumps, all of that, they can be manifestations of an unhappy liver that's struggling to cope with its toxic load and effectively detoxify. I've had chronic eczema my whole life, and it's always something that I've battled with. Coupled with that, I was always very, very fatigued, and when I was about 17 I had a few kind of more significant health scares. I had an ovarian abscess and an operation, and then another operation about 4 years after that, more kind of women's stuff, and it left my body very, very damaged and lacking in kind of vital energy to heal myself when my toxic burden became too much. I started developing really bad gut related symptoms. Actually, my whole life I can think I've had weird digestion and always been very gassy, and never suffered too much with bloating, but incredibly painful trapped wind, and you know, kind of like a lot of anxiety around going to loo and all of this stuff. And it kind of came to a head a few years ago when I finally went to go and see a more natural, I was always very into natural medicine, been seeing a Chinese doctor for years, but I went to go and see a functional medicine practitioner, a naturopath, and she diagnosed me with Sibo after doing a breath test. And that was kind of the beginning of the crazy health journey that I would say I've been on over the last couple of years. First of all, I had to deal with the Sibo, and Sibo is a bacterial overgrowth in your small intestine, so we're talking about gut health. Mine was very, very bad, and it was giving me all of the symptoms of lethargy, chronic fatigue, terrible eczema, and I was also having lots of skin swellings. My eyes were puffing up. it was really, really dreadful, and you know, life just felt horrible. And all of that was connected back to my liver and to my bowel. So your liver and your bowel are connected via something called the enterohepatic connection. Basically, it means if you have a toxic bowel, then those toxins will make their way to your liver, and they will need detoxifying via your liver. One of the ways your liver detoxifies is sending toxins out from your liver into your bowel to be excreted. So it's like this circular loop of auto-intoxication, and I was suffering from that pretty hardcore. So one of the first things I had to do was obviously fix my bowel and my gut health. Now that's taken years. I wouldn't say I'm even 100% there yet, but I am 90% of the way there. And things that have really helped me in this sense are Rhythm Kefir. This is not sponsored. It's just a very, very good, high quality, naturally fermented coconut kefir. So that helped me with the good bacteria, but I couldn't start on that straight away, because if you have bad bacteria in your gut, then giving them anything that's like a probiotic, it's just giving them more food to proliferate on. So I did lots of kind of antimicrobial things like oregano oil, coupled with a low FODMAP diet, so that I wasn't feeding them the complex carbohydrates that they love to feed on. And I got rid of the Sibo actually in about 3 months, which is amazing, but of course it comes back so easy. And it came back, and then it came back once again. So the whole battle to gut health was a long one, and it involved many food intolerances, allergies, all of that stuff. You know, so many people think they're allergic to dairy and allergic to gluten, and some really are, but often it's just bad gut health that makes us have those symptoms of bloating and discomfort. So fixing your gut health is the number one. Then it was on to more liver directed treatment for me. I was taking things like milk thistle, making sure I had lots of beetroot, and eating NRF2 activating foods like all of the brassica vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli sprouts, schisandra berry. All of these things were so useful in kind of supporting my liver to do its job. There's 2 phases of liver detoxification, phase 1 and phase 2. Sorry, I'm speaking fast, I've got a meeting. And phase 1 is where the toxins come out of your cells and they kind of mobilize and they start circulating in your body. So you could call it kind of circulating toxicity. Phase 2 is when those toxins conjugate to proteins and they are effectively excreted out of your body. Now I, like many people actually, had a very active phase 1 detoxification, but phase 2 was always lacking. So I constantly felt crap because I had all of these toxins like going round with nowhere to go. So I focused on those foods that support phase 2 detoxification, and took a really great liver supplement, which I will put in the link down below. And then the third main thing that's really helped me get to where I am now is mindset. And I talk about this so much on my Instagram and so much on here, and on my podcast, State of Mind. And it's just about believing that your body can heal and knowing that you will get there, because it is so unbelievably powerful if you can try and think yourself well and try and think yourself out of your bad situations. It's amazing how much your body cottons onto that and realizes, right, gotta like get my act together here and, you know, get better. And once I'd kind of eliminated those food intolerances and allergies, I could just look at my life in a much more positive way. I didn't feel like I was so held back if I was, you know, going to eat a banana and have a huge flare up. Now I can eat bananas, which is great. So yeah, it's a long old journey, and this is a really quick, short and very brief video about it, but I wanted to jump on and explain where I've come from and what I'm doing and the kind of message that I'm trying to spread, especially with my nutrition and my clinic and everything as well, which I will eventually be opening. So yeah, if anyone has any questions on how to help their liver, things like eczema, all of that stuff, gut health, hit me up, let's chat, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.